Kia ora koutou, welcome everybody to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name is Matt Chavez. We're bringing you today's game between the Canterbury Red Devils and the Auckland Mako, the NZIHL on YouTube. Welcome everybody to Christchurch. Lights are still out, but we've got a special one today for all sorts of reasons. The Auckland Mako here, they're closing out their season. The developmental team from Auckland that makes up rosters from all over the country. A lot of youngsters in the under 18, under 20 national teams, and those that are getting some more ice time against the Red Devils today. And this one for the Red Devils is all about head coach Anton Perver. We'll talk a little bit more about that, but just recapping yesterday, the Red Devils win 5-1. Some news with that. Eli Pake's major penalty, the 2-game suspension for that, but for Lachlan Hodge, that was turned around. He will be playing today, so the suspension reversed. And we'll have a little bit of a special presentation here at the beginning. And out on the ice, assistant head coach Nick Stefanisson coming out to address the audience. We'll turn it over to that as best we can.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a very special occasion today. I'd like to introduce coaches and Captain, Joe, Gary, Mikey, Neil, Graham, and especially Anton's family, Derek, Renee, and Marie. For those who don't know, my name is Nick Stefanisson, and I'm an ex-Eagles player now, current assistant coach. I've been involved in Canterbury hockey for 33 years. It's a very special occasion today as we acknowledge one of the most dedicated, loyal, and prestigious players, the one and only Anton Perver. At 242 NZIHL games is currently the most counts for New Zealand, and the third all-time games played in the National League. A four-time NZIHL champion Red Devils captain, playing 16 seasons, Anton has shown his incredible level of dedication, discipline, and passion for the sport. I have had the privilege and honour of being a teammate for over a decade, but also a very close mate out on the ice. I now have the privilege of coaching alongside you with the current Red Devils team, and I just think it's a great feeling that we can carry on your legacy to the next generation of players. On behalf of myself, the coaches, the managers, friends, family, CIHA, and everyone here, I'd just like please to ask everybody to stand, join me and applaud and appreciate everything you've done for Canterbury hockey.
All right, I imagine that was a little on the difficult side to hear for the broadcast, so I'll give you the Reader's Digest version of what Nick said. Anton Perver, head coach for the Canterbury Red Devils. You'll see him coming out right now. Number 61 is a number I have not called since last year, as Mr. Perver is going to skate for what would be, what we call it, maybe a testimonial game or a tribute game, just to come out and get some ice time. Well deserved, as he is going to lead the first line as center tonight, as he said, for as long as his legs can hold out. And that's a quote. So we're going to have Anton Perver on the ice, and that's a pretty special thing for the Red Devils, as he's been elevated to head coach for this year. It's not often you get a head coach playing, but that's what we've got today, so it'll be a good one. Tim Carey in the net again for the Red Devils, and it'll be Caleb Price going again for the Mako. Let's see, a couple of things to sort out here. I think we got the suspensions and everything, and then I guess we want to talk about the other game going on. This is A hockey treat for you today. We've got the Red Devils and Mako going. We also have, opposite us, we have the Stampede and the Swarm going again. And that was a good one last night up in Auckland. It went the Swarm's way in an overtime shootout for them to take the top spot in the league for the moment by just 1 point. And that's all the news so far. So, but there's a lot of it. And we might have a special guest in the second period. We'll see. That's to be determined. But in the meantime, we've got ice hockey here in Christchurch. And let's get this one started. It's a goal judge check. That's what the holdup is on the faceoff. But we're going to get going with first period action here at the Alpine Ice between the Auckland Mako and the Christchurch Canterbury Red Devils. And sure enough, that is a face-off win for head coach Anton Perver. And we are underway here at the Alpine Ice. Hunt with it. Throwing that around. And it goes back to Dan Nichols on defense. Knocked away by Esposito, but he gets it back, gains the zone. Perver comes in alongside. Puck left by Esposito. High shot, gloved, and stopped by Price.
Because good cars helped me find the perfect car.
Good people, good service, good cars.
Kaluzny winning that faceoff for the Red Devils, and a glove on the ice. That was an oddity, but that's picked up, and the puck gets collected by the Mako. Spun around, knocked in the air, and that is Hayward Jones, who played a big portion of yesterday's game, taking that puck down the ice for the Mako. He picks it up again, looking for a pass. That gets in the slot for a split second, but back out to neutral, and it'll be Oliver Berry collecting that. Kaluzny sticking that away for a moment, but brought in by Sebastian Stephen. And Logan Willis pinning Stephen to the boards in the corner. That puck stays with the Mako. Stephen with it still. Knocked aside by Dallimore, and a good save by Carey. He dropped it for just a minute, but that's a good save. Let me see if we can just get the last second of that. That was actually, let's see if he's got this here. He does drop it, but boy, that's a good save there by Tim Carey to start the game. And the Mako not messing around today. Now they couldn't score on two major penalties that were called yesterday, but their offense starting out a little bit stronger today. That pass up to Dodwell's picked off. Comes back in by Kean Murray. He throws it through the slot area, but can't get any friends on the end of that one. Puck goes out of the zone just barely. Dodwell hacking at it through three Mako players. Then it gets to Bull. Bull throws it in. And a bit of dump and chase for the Red Devils. Comes right back out. Mako skating it. That's Kean Murray holding it the whole time. Deflected up and out of play for a stop. So 2 minutes in and a lot of action to start with, but nothing too dangerous anyways. Just a couple of chances both ways. Some good action. And we're underway with some good hockey this Sunday afternoon. Another warm one for the wintertime here. Getting up to about 12 degrees. Expect another bouncy puck. It's a little warm in the building. Relatively warm as ice sheets go. Dan Nichols pulling it around on the corner. He's going to come out. Breaks out to Gallagher. And you'll notice Gallagher's in a red sweater today. He was wearing, I think it was number 7 yesterday. Is that? Yeah, Seamus Gallagher was wearing number 7. He's on 32 for the Red Devils today. That did come in onside, but everybody had to wait around, so it was turned over. Nichols gets it out. Goes past Teranga Hinare, and he collects it again. But goes back to the Fish. They knock it around, and it's, of course, Sebastian Chamberlain with it, holding it and getting it out of the zone, as he's done very well this weekend. Now Zhang has it, pushes it forward to Hunt. Hunt looking for Perver, but can't get it there. Just a little backhander and a bouncing puck. Price finally gloves it. What Perver looking for that first chance. Furborough Accountants. Not your average accountants. Furborough take the hassle out of taxes and let you focus on what you do best. Furborough.co.nz. Back at it. Shot. That goes to the left. Esposito with it into the corner. The Mako get it back out. And Dallimore steals it on the red line for a moment. Turns back around, goes in behind Carey's net. And that'll be George Hopkins, who's back today. Still looking for a goal. The long-running saga that is. Played over 100 games in the NZIHL, but no goals yet. Had a good chance at the 3-on-3. Didn't go in for him, but maybe today's his day. We'll see. Willis with it. He sends it back to Esposito. Kaluzny back out on the ice. Esposito skates it through the middle there, but holds on to it and keeps it safely. Takes it out of the zone. Gains his. Still holding. Goes through two players. And Price had to kind of knock that away as there was no real shot. It just kept sliding, but nobody was expecting it to come in quite so slow. And then that goes back to Tappan. Long pass to Dallimore. That's deflected. Goes up and into the netting. A little bit better for the Red Devils the last couple of minutes and some good action. Just not quite finding the spots yet, but things are moving around for them, just as they did in the first period last game, which was yesterday, of course. They win that face-off. Tappan sends it around. Behind the boards, Keo Cope digs it. That goes out to William Barry. He gets that back out to neutral, but turns it over to the Red Devils. Meisternock sending it backwards to Tappan. Then that goes forward. Kaluzny with a shot. Again, deflected up and into the netting. So a quick stop in play here. Make sure everything's going on okay there. 15:31. You guys can see that just fine. Face off on that other side. Let me see if I got that camera. I do. Look at that. There we go. Face off won by the Devils. Tappan with a long shot that gets deflected back out. Chase on for that puck. It's Sarakov getting there first, but he's turned around. And Meisternock collects that in the middle of the ice. Goes back to the backboards. Gets around his guy. Sends it to the side. Halfway down. Thomas there first. Tim Thomas trying to dig that out. He's got 4 Mako on him, so it didn't work. Low shot by, who was that? William Barry. Okay, I was seeing a 51. It was 50. It was William Barry taking that wrister. Not really bothering Tim Carey too much. It's another glove save. It looks like the Mako are trying to go that glove side today, which is interesting. All of their shots, I think all 4 of them have been glove side, but no luck so far for the Sharks. Dodwell getting that on the half board, sending it out. Good pass forward to Hodge. He's bothered by 2 players. Takes the shot. That wrister was just off. And he tries to get back up to the ice with a little shove back on the player that he was on. And that's Bull. Bull looks at it. Takes a wrister. That was just wide left. Dodwell to the side over to Hunt. Hunt digging it out. He gets it on the half boards, passes it, but it doesn't get around to his teammate Dodwell. Dodwell looking for a pass. Back to Hunt. Hunt looking for the pass behind the net. 2 of them stuck behind there, nowhere to go. Now they pull it to the corner, goes to the point. Dan Nichols taking the shot, but that's turned around by Jesse James Allen. Allen with a shot. Wrister doesn't get through. Nichols back on defense, as always. And stopping up that play. Bulls got it. It's going to gain the zone, hold on to it for a moment. Hits the brakes. Takes a wrister, looking for the pass, goes through the zone, or through the crease there, and nobody deflecting it. That puck goes back out to Hodge. He's going to have to play this. No icing here. He skates around, holds up, resets. He's going to skate it out. Doing a good job there as far as getting it out of the zone up to Gallagher. It's going to be interesting calling Gallagher's name. I wonder if the Mako players will notice that it's him. Kean Murray with that pass. Out to Cheney. Cheney's holding on to it in the corner there for a while. And now they're digging away at it. Goes to Steven. And now the Red Devils have it. Bounced off that sideboard. Trying to get a pass to Terangi. That's a good chance by Gallagher. He's going to come off the ice. And some physicality behind the net, although I think the glass was the worst for the wear there. Esposito with it. He's got it on the half board on the near side. He comes out of it, but it's turned over. And another very good move by Steven as he avoids the check. That comes out a little bit high, goes to Hopkins. He whips on the pass, then gets it over to a teammate. Over to Zhang. Willis looks at it. Willis can't play it, but it goes to Esposito. He goes to Hopkins to the left. And Hopkins is going to bring it in himself to allow for a change. And that's why the deep defensive man there. Perver back on the ice. See if that goes for icing or not. It looks like it is. There you go. Esposito tagging up. Christchurch orthodontic specialist, expert tailored treatment to get you the smile you want. chchortho.co.nz. Face-off coming up on that far dot. That's won by the Devils, but they can't keep it in the zone. Goes back to Dallimore up the left. He bounces it off the wall. Perver's going to chase that. He's got two against him. That goes back to Dallimore on the half board on the side, on the near side. Esposito struggling for it. Now a shot and a goal. Tappan with the goal there. That's Luke Tappan with the wrister, kind of just walking in on that circle, making it 1-0 for the Red Devils. Let's take a look at that. Just goes out, he steps in, puts himself into it, and rips it by for the first goal. And almost right on schedule here, the Red Devils picking up a 1-0 lead. We're back underway. And the Devils keep the puck. Tried to get that up to Perver, but it's going to be Esposito that has to chase it down. No icing there as the puck didn't get to the goal line in time. So the Mako have to move that out. Tapping the recent goal scorer, goes to collect. Holds on to it, looks for an outlet. Meisternock spinning it out of the zone. And a big hit, Kaluzny taking that one from William Barry. And that gets passed forward and beyond Kaluzny. It's going to go back in the Mako zone. And it'll be Meisternock that resets the offense for the Red Devils. Passes up to Keocope. That pass across the ice to Kaluzny, but Kaluzny wasn't quite there yet. He does get it in the corner, back out to Nichols at the point. He sends it low. That's a kick save and a big rebound, but the Mako get away with that, and that goes out to center ice for a moment, and then Nichols collects, looks for a pass. He pushes that forward to Kaluzny. He's received it again. Back pass, tried to get it to Hunt, but turns it over. Pass forward. Carey has to play that. And they're looking for a stop in play, but that puck is still out. And a fortunate bounce for the Red Devils. Keocope's got it as he's breaking out on the left side, trying to get some speed going. He gets caught and hit by Jack Lewis. And that goes back to Oliver Berry. He sends it back around to Chamberlain, and Chamberlain's going to take it out. Of course he is. Nichols hits him, and that turns it over. But it's Allen at the half boards. Gets it taken away from him by... It's Chris Hunt here. And Hunt still has it, looking for the pass. Shot, and that's just off target there. That was, looked like it was Tim Thomas taking that shot, if I'm not mistaken. And I think he's down in the corner for just a moment. Now he does get back up. Puck's coming back in anyways by Steven. And a chance there as it goes across the crease. But nobody can get anything on it. And yeah, it is Tim Thomas who took a knock there. Shot, and that is off target. Dodwell's got it. Passed back, but Hodge was not ready for it. He's trying to get there and couldn't do it. Dodwell might chase this one down. No, it's Hopkins going back to Dodwell. He gets it back in the middle. Broken stick. That one's a costly one as it'll be Bull coming off the ice, and the Mako continue on. Dodwell keeps it in the zone. A good play, not letting them exit the zone. Knocked around by 2 or 3 players, but in due course allowing the Red Devils a clean change there. And Hopkins pushing it around as the Red Devils get set, bringing 2 in. Long shot and a goal. Was that Garth? They want that puck. Yes, they do. That is Garth Hirangi-Hanare with his first goal. Let's see if we've got that one here. It's just a long shot, and he found a gap, so it's 2-0. Well done to him. There's the puck, and we will see that one get taped up. And we get back underway. 2-0 the score in favor of the Red Devils.
Number 21,
and that comes in offside. Trying to hear what was going on with Sirikov trying to get things started for the Mako, but a little bit too quickly there. And a face-off coming at the offside dot on the far side. Puck drop won by the Red Devils, but turned over quickly and then collected by the Devils. It's Willis with it. They keep moving backwards. Dallimore trying to sweep it out. Now Perver's got it. And he passes it. That gets picked off. Turned back around. They come in the zone. Puck stays in, but Perver showing some of the physicality that he definitely has had a lot of in his later seasons, pushing people around, and he has not forgotten how to do that. Esposito losing that, and that goes just beyond the stick of Perver. And look at that, he's just digging right into it. That is somebody playing like that will be the last time he's on the ice. Well done, Anton, and that comes off to the corner. A good hit there by Hopkins as he finishes his check. Dallimore with it. He skates backwards, avoids a check, starts going through the middle of the ice. Does just that. 4-on-2 developing. He comes in, and that was not onside. They hold it up for an early entry. Asian Garden Hospitality Group, creating memorable dining experiences in an exquisite atmosphere. Restaurants nationwide. Won by the Mako there. That face-off continued forward for a little while, but then turned right back as the Red Devils are sort of, well, I'd say they're bossing the neutral zone area, which is that's not their normal game. But it's very good to see in a healthy response today for the Red Devils to control this game this way. They had their way the first period yesterday, and it looks like they're going to do the same today in this first period. Nobody letting up one bit yet. Long pass there to nobody in particular. But that doesn't go long enough for icing, and Keo Cope with a good forecheck. Can't get to it, but causes chaos. And chaos averted by Jack Lewis as the Mako move out. That's offside. Took the shot. Faked his own guy out there. And that will stop play with 6:57 to go in the first period. Good pace to this one. A nice consistent performance thus far. Mako needing to skate a little bit more than they currently are. There's a shot that's deflected off the stick on the way in. Stays in the zone for Jesse Hutchins. High shot off the glass, goes around the corner. And Kean Murray trying to make something of that. There is Hunt that comes away with it. Hunt and Bull, 3-on-1 coming up. Hunt has it, looks for the pass. That pass is deflected. He comes around the net, and well defended by the Mako there. And as they try to get something going offensively, they pass it back in the zone, hold on to it. And it is Will Speakman with it for a moment. And it clears the zone. The Red Devils knocking it around again and winning the neutral zone battle. Bull comes in with Hodge, but Bull can't get that pass off as he's double teamed. That goes back out to Hunt. Hunt with it for a moment, waits for his team to get onside, dumps it in, but it doesn't go very far. Then he collects it. 1-on-2, great move as he goes through the legs, but that can't get any kind of a shot after he's pulled it through the other player. But the Red Devils continue with extended offense here as they cycle it around, but that pass to Hunt goes a little bit too high, and then that goes off to Aiden Cheney. He loses it, long pass to the other side of the ice. Bull's going to collect, and he takes a shot that's knocked right off the pad. Rebounds to Chamberlain. Chamberlain gets rid of it, Again, you have the Mako, all 5 on that side of the ice for a moment. And they have to chase it down, but they do it effectively this time with Sarakov with it. Takes a shot. Oh, that goes through the crease. And Tim Carey getting some sort of a push off there. And in the meantime, the puck went behind. And that's a goal for the Mako. That is one that Lucas Fontaine's going to take credit for. We'll take a look and see if we have that on replay best we can here. But if you see Carey going across the crease, trying to get some space, and when he pushes away on that, somehow that goal goes behind. And sure enough, the Mako are on the board. That faceoff goes in the offensive zone, but it's 2-1. Make sure that goes up on the board for the Mako. There we go. And Chamberlain once again bringing it out of the defensive zone. But I think his number's been noticed in the Red Devils locker room because he's having a lot more difficulty getting the puck out of the defensive third today. They noticed who he was yesterday, and they are making a point of interrupting his play. Up to Gallagher. That's turned over. Lewis with it. Lewis holding. Lewis with a low shot between, looking for a deflection. Nothing there. High shot. Return service. That goes over the crossbar. Lewis with it again. A low tapper, and then that goes in on Carey. And then a little bit of temperature as Hopkins knocked around by Allen. Well, that has changed the tenor and tone of the building here. It's actually gotten quite quiet with 4:29 to go. The overall mood in this arena has focused on where the Red Devils are at, and they're just up 1 goal. And that puck goes around to nobody in particular. Esposito comes back to it, sees that, and makes a good play to hold on to it. Skates it, holds it, skates it, and his wheels are going turbo as you'd expect. But that gets turned back around. 2-on-3 coming up. Lewis with it. Lewis looking for the pass. Carey sweeping across and not allowing anything to happen. And the Red Devils pulling it away from the half boards. Meisternock throwing it forward. I think it was Dallimore that kind of had to let that one go at the blue line. And Chamberlain with it. He sends it around. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Esposito with it. And Kaluzny gaining the zone. Off to Keo Cope. That's in the corner. That gets passed out. Tappan with it. Tappan holds. Goes back to the blue line. They turn that back around. The Mako doing a good job of clearing the zone, but it goes right to Tappan. And it looks like we may have a couple of minor video difficulties here. We'll take a look at it, but it seems to be stream related as far as the internet. So best we can do here is stay going. And that Keo Cope shot was an early whistle, as that was not really played by Price. It just bounced off him, but he got a whistle as soon as it hit the shirt. And maybe it wasn't all that visible, but that's going to be a face-off for Bull coming up here. Won by the Red Devils, but the Mako now have it and are skating out with it again. It's Sebastian Steven. Turns it over, neutral ice, up to Dodwell. Dodwell picks it off the board, tries to get a pass to Bull. He does. Bull goes around the netting and then leaves it for Dodwell. Dodwell leaves it as well, but it's Chamberlain once again behind the goal line, moving it out for the Mako. He passes this time. It goes forward to Kean Murray. And it goes back to Hunt. And a return of service. Chamberlain picks it up. So thank you for staying with us here. I mean, obviously, we're doing the best that we can, but there are apparently internet gremlins out there for YouTube at the moment. So that's we'll do the best we can. No call there. We continue on. Carey not happy there as well. Let's see how much of that we got. I'm going to capture this instant replay and play it back. But William Berry and Tim Carey were getting into it there. I don't know how playful it was or whatever, but he's kind of in the net, pushed around. Little argy-bargy, but nothing to it, and the referees didn't seem very interested in it either. So we'll leave that one alone, but the face-off coming up, and they are calling a penalty. Okay, so this will be on carry, and they're going to have Boole serve it. It's funny, that was the most subdued penalty call that I've seen in quite some time, but there are four Devils on the ice. Power play coming up for the Mako. Chamberlain with it. It gets turned over. Hunt's going to come down. Well, he had a chance to go for a shorthanded chance, but couldn't hold on to the puck. And, well, he skated it backwards, and now he's just going to take all the time and flip it the length of the ice. Terangi Henare on the forecheck. He's kind of backing off. And a long toss in here. They clear the icing as Willis was not the closest player. Perver back on the ice for the kill. And now Dallimore has it. 1-on-4. He takes it in the offensive zone. Takes the shot. Why not? Kills some time, and it's Perver throwing it around. Everybody just being nice and calm here on this penalty kill, and it's really working well. Dallimore takes the puck away. Low pass in there. It's Perver jamming it in there. He almost gets one. And that would have been a highlight for everybody, but it's Allen bringing it back in. Now Perver leaves it again. Dallimore with a good move. Gains the zone again. Loses the puck as he comes in. But again, we're just killing time here with 45 seconds to go on that power play for the Mako. Another chance. Esposito with it. Takes the shot. Boy, that was close to getting in on that high right side. We'll see if we can take a look at that shot again. As that comes back in, that was an excellent seeing eye shot, but an even better save. And the face-off won by the Red Devils. Stays in the zone for a moment, but the Mako finally break out. They get the zone with 27 seconds to go on their power play. They begin a cycle. That's turned right over as Allen shoots it into Esposito's legs. Esposito with a shot. No pressure by any of the Red Devils up to Price, and until they skate over, they hold on to that whistle. So a little bit more time trickles off the penalty and this first period. And this will be Kaluzny taking this face off. That's sent forward. That may go for an icing. We'll see. It is. So with 8.2, it's going to come back to the defensive zone of the Mako. And this has been about as good a penalty kill as you could possibly get without a shorthanded goal for the Red Devils. The Mako getting absolutely no organization during this power play, which is exactly what the coaching staff is going to be looking for the Red Devils here. That will end the first period of action. And there we go. That's the end of the first period. 2-1 the score. Not the most ideal scoreline for the Red Devils, but they are indeed winning by a goal, which is also important. As we finish up this first period, we'll let you know. Of course, there is another game going on starting at 5:15 between the Swarm and the Stampede, a very important one for that, for the league and the standings. Make sure you check that out while we're on break here for intermission. Coming up here, I think it's going to be about a 10-minute break. I just want to go through a few things. Red Devils Hockey is brought to you by Reform Radiology, exceptional imaging and treatment services for the community. Local team, expert care, reformradiology.co.nz. As we go to break here, 1-goal lead. Perver with some good ice time. Of course, this is his tribute game. Good to see him back on the ice. Good to call him again. He's even having a word with the referee for a moment. I'm sure it's a little lighthearted. But after 242 NZIHL games, Anton Perver taking to the skates for what probably is the last time suiting up as a player. We will be back in about 10 minutes. Enjoy the other hockey going on, and we'll see you soon.
Do you know why I think of good cars after every training session?
Because.
Because good cars helped me find the perfect car.
Good people, good service, good cars.
Do you know why I think of good cars after every training session?
Because.
Because good cars helped me find the perfect car.
Good people, good service, good cars.
Kia ora koutou, welcome back everybody to the Alpine Ice Arena. Ooh, another good goal. Another readout for you. Kat, this one's for you. Today we have players from the Canterbury Ice Hockey Association's Under-12 Super League competing during this intermission, with the captains in the blue jerseys taking on the newest team in the league, the Bats, in the gray jerseys. If you have a child that might be interested in giving hockey a try, Canterbury Ice Hockey Association has a learn-to-play program that offers a free trial session, gear included, for children interested in giving it a go. To learn more, just Google Canterbury Ice Hockey Association and visit the website, which is ciha.org.nz, to arrange a free session. And we also have some members of our under-15 rep squad on the ice right now refereeing this game. They're currently fundraising for a national tournament in 2 weeks' time by selling raffle tickets to win a stainless steel bar fridge stocked with drinks, as well as pizza stones, some artwork, and some other items. If you'd like to support them, please email marketing@ciha.org.nz for a raffle ticket. And I know that this particular, it's a nice higher 121-liter stainless steel fridge, bar fridge, filled with non-alcoholic drinks, as it points out. Winners drawn on Sunday, the 7th of July. So if you're in the building, make sure you pick up a raffle ticket or give that email, marketing@ciha.org.nz, and get in to win that set of prizes for a good cause. We're going to drop off for just a minute here. We'll keep the stream going, but we've got somebody coming up in just a moment. We'll introduce and get started with the second period. 2-1 the score in favor of the Red Devils. And there go the under-12s. Done with the blue puck game. They come off the ice here in just a minute. We may have somebody coming up here. I've been told potentially, if it's possible, Mason Reese might join us in the co-commentary. We'll see. We don't know. It might. There's also some babysitting duties involved here, so timing may be a little different. We'll see. Either way, that's all right. We'll make it work. But if we interrupt for a little bit, it'll be to let somebody up here in the scaffolding. So we'll let you know how that goes. In the meantime, let's go back to full play here. Current scenario is 2-1 to the home team. We're going to start the second period in just a moment. I'd like to thank some of our other sponsors. Saunders, Robinson, and Brown's Canterbury Law Firm offering. Well, we'll just go here. We'll get back to the law firm in just a moment. In the meantime, they have just started the second period, and off we go. Dallimore with it. Boy, when those linesmen are ready to go, there is no waiting around. Mako with it at neutral ice. They've got a 3-on-3. And that comes in no problem for Logan Willis. He looks for the outlet pass but can't get it up to Esposito, so it's going to come right back around. Collected by Willis. Passed around to Esposito. And that top line again with Anton Perver back out on the ice. Head coach for the Red Devils playing in his tribute game. He's going to come off the ice for a moment. Dallimore with a shot. Glove down and no stoppage in play there. And Price keeps that moving, allowing the Mako to get back down the ice. Willis with it now. He takes his player out. And Bull has it, loses it in his own skates, goes back to Willis. Willis looking for the pass, but instead spins around. And Bull looking for the long pass, gets it to Esposito. Esposito trying to pass. No, he looked up. He's going to take it himself. Good move there. Dallimore with a chance. Hunt puts it back out to the point. That's knocked down. Bull shot's knocked down. Shot again by Hodge as he's out on the ice and glove down. Bit of action there for Price as we come out of the intermission. Caleb Price doing only giving up 2 goals in the first period, although he was hammered for at least a good 16 minutes of the first period. A lot of Red Devils chances, but Price up to it so far. 2-1 the score. Red Devils get that one. Hodge has it, keeps it in the zone, flips it backwards and into the corner. Dodwell can't get there first. They back out. Devils back up. It's an icing, but it's not going to get there. Tapping collects it. Tappin still has it. Looking for that cross-ice outlet pass. Goes to Dodwell out of the zone. He's got it. That pass center ice. Hodge has it. He gets upended for a moment. Long wrister from the point. Price drops it as he's not going to get a whistle there. And that puck comes back out to Hayward Jones. Then back to Meisternock. And back and forth we go as there's quick play going on, but it's just mostly trading possession at the moment. Off the glass. Hodge can't control it. Goes back to Steven. Steven gives it up to Hopkins. Meisternock now has the puck. He spins it out of the zone. Bull can't carry it away. Mako dump in. They stay out there. Hopkins gets to that puck first. Bit of a fight and tussle in that corner. Long shot deflected. That was Oliver Berry taking a low runner. And they hit Bull in stride. Bull's going to have a shot and a good save. Price up to the task there as his foot was almost in the goal. But the puck did not cross the line as it was saved. And the Mako back at it. Now the Red Devils turn that over. They have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Gallagher with it. Gallagher going through 2 players. He can't control the puck. Mako knocked that around. Hopkins gets it at the point, holds it in. Kaluzny with it. Back to Hopkins. Sends it around the boards. Gallagher getting there first. Off the glass, stays in. Keocope sees it go over his head. Back to Hopkins. He charges in on the half board. Knocks the stick out of the other player's hands. And it's Speakman getting it, trying to get it out. Nichols does try to keep it in. And turns out it just came over the line and it came right back in. Offsides on the Red Devils. Let's get that read in. Saunders, Robinson, and Brown is a Canterbury law firm offering legal advice in commercial law, property, trusts and estates, dispute resolution, family and relationship property. Talk to the team at SRB for legal solutions tailored to your success. srblaw.co.nz, and we continue on as Anton Perver trying to get something done right up by the net. That's now to Hunt. Dallimore's got to wait to come back in. He dumps everybody tags up. Price knocks it aside. And that's still live. Wallace getting there. Up to Allen. Turn back around. Hunt to Esposito. Esposito still trying to get it away. 1-on-3. He gets it. Turns it around. He's got a 3-on-2 chance now. Out to Dallimore. Dallimore with a shot. Hits the crossbar and comes ringing back out. And then back to Willis, to Dallimore. Dallimore had a good ringer yesterday, top right corner, but that one off by an inch. And Dallimore still keen as he jumps on that puck again, gets it around a couple of players for the Mako. The defense, he has a way of making him look silly in certain instances. Out to Esposito, low shot just off to the side. And we're almost 5 minutes into this second period. There's Anton Perver with it, trying to get a pass. And that's thrown from Hunt, but it's turned over. Hunt has it again. Good backhand, another good shot by Dallimore. That's kicked on the way in. And it's a bit of a shooting gallery here. Hunt with it, takes that one off of Price's gear there. And now that that's come onto the other side of the rink, Willis digging it out. And they're in that corner again. A deflection and another. Ooh, that was a dangerous chance there. I think it was Cheney trying to dig that around and carry up to it. Let's see if we've got that ringer there for Dallimore's shot. And get that in time here. Probably not. We're going to go back to the live action. Dodwell winning the puck away. And the Red Devils control set up for their offense. Skated out. Meisternock and Hodge on that line. Hodge with a good move, takes a shot. And Price holds on to it in the gear. Goes for the face-off in this case. Face-off on the near right side. It'll be Boole this time. Hodge comes in, grabs the puck. Chamberlain with it, skates it. Loses an edge, but fortunately for him, that player, that was Speakman, that was right there to collect the puck for him. And a penalty coming up. Let's see if we got this one. It looks like a trip. It happens right behind the goal. There's not much of a good angle on this, but it happens right there, and that's the trip. And it'll be an overactive Sebastian Steven that takes 2 minutes in the sin bin for the Mako. Now, interestingly, the puck is going to come to the defensive side. Not sure why this. Oh, no, the offensive side. Of course it is. It's a penalty call, so that's why they were moving it. Had turned that around for just a moment, but now we're good. And that goes back to Hunt. And Chris Hunt, the import, passing it around to the other import, Ethan Esposito. He looks for the long pass up to Willis, up a little high, and he gets a shot, but that's deflected off of a stick or a stick lift by the Mako. And Jack Lewis trying to do something with it there, kill some time, but instead the Red Devils will try to set up a shooting gallery again. Dallimore's got it. He skates around, carefully looking for Chris Hunt. Hunt's going to take that in the zone. Holds on to it. Back to Kaluzny, to Hunt. The cycle is on for the Red Devils. Willis to Kaluzny. Kaluzny holds it at the half boards, out to Hunt. Steps in, takes the low shot, tries to get some sort of deflection, but Esposito had moved in a little bit. He's going to keep the puck now. Stays in the zone. He's trailed by a couple of players, but he's just skating circles, looking for a pass here, and that goes all the way to the other point. Dallimore takes a big wind-up, goes into the corner of those boards, and that's going to challenge Esposito's legs there to skate back, but he gets it. Good skating on his part. And a stop in play, and it'll be a 6-men on the ice call. See who's going to go for this one. That is a linesman's call. He was looking over at the Red Devils bench, so I'm not sure how this is going to go, but they're looking for somebody to serve. That's what's going on. So Logan Willis is going to serve Too many men on the ice for the Red Devils. They're going to send Tirangi Hinare instead. And we'll be 4-on-4 for 29 seconds. Let's see if I can nudge that just a smidge. There we go. Got to get that time in the window as best we can. It's a finicky thing, but it's better that way. Chamberlain with a shot. That upends one of his own players. That was Wallace that went down in front of the net. 4-on-4 hockey for just a little bit. Chamberlain with the puck again. He gets his stick taken off the puck for a moment, but they stay with it, and that's turned around. It hits Nichols' shin. And Oliver Berry throwing it around. Red Devils control it. Penalty over. Dan Nichols takes a shot. That's deflected. They're currently on the penalty kill, the Red Devils are, for the next minute 21. Mako not able to get in the zone as they trip over one another. Hodge with it. Well off sides. Nichols had gone in. He was expecting a pass. Turned around 3-on-3. Meisterneck back on the ice for the Devils. The Mako not able to get set up here. They do send it around the corner to Allen. He's going to hold on to it low. Back to Barry. Barry walks it a little bit. I think it hit Bull's shin there, and that one's going to go the length of the ice. With 45 seconds to go, some changes for the Devils. Tap in Dodwell. Keo Cope back out on the ice, along with Meisternock, who had the shorter of the shifts. And they are harassing the Mako pretty high with the forecheck. Dodwell doing a good job of killing some time. But honestly, he hasn't had to do too much. It's a little bit of a tricky organization problem for the Mako, but it was Cheney getting the puck for a moment, and they do keep it in the zone, but it's two Red Devils back there. Meisternock's going to get there first. He holds the puck. Tries to get it to Keo Cope. Can't do it. Turnaround shot. And it was Cheney not able to do anything with it. We are back to 5-on-5 with Terangi Hinare back out on the ice. Long pass forward up to Keo Cope. He's onside. Shot. Kick save. And the Red Devils back at it here. They're going to have a 1-on-3. That's passed directly to Meisternock. Dima Meisternock taking that puck out. That's bounced around. No icing here. And changes abound. Some good action back and forth, but nothing really dangerous at the moment. Just as you say that, it'll change up, and maybe that's why I'm saying it, because it's been pretty safe hockey by both sides thus far. Nothing too dangerous, nothing given up in this second period. Still 2-1 after the first half of this period has expired. Red Devils getting the puck again. Tappan doing some good skating and some good stopping and turning. Like an exercise there for a minute. Then Esposito gets the puck. He drags it in on his own. Can't get a shot as he was one-handing that one. And the Mako collect the puck, but a bad pass goes to Willis. And the Red Devils recontrol the puck. Back to neutral. The Mako once again get upended at the blue line. Chris Hunt pulling the puck away, trying to get it out of the linesman's skates there. Willis ends up with it. Long pass forward up to Dallimore. Dallimore pushed to the boards looking for a pass. Tried to get it to Kaluzny, couldn't do it. Passes it around the boards. Kaluzny collects it. And that's into the corner. Esposito gets it as it just rolls to him. In front to Kaluzny. Can't handle it cleanly from the rebound off the Mako player there. Hunt with it in the corner. Still in the corner. Hunt's going to play it out. He's holding on to it, looking for a pass. He backhands it through the slot, but everybody was playing their points on the outside. And that puck stays with the Red Devils. Dallimore with it still. Goes out to the point with Willis. Willis skates it forward. Willis going around the net, leaving it behind. Esposito has it. Change coming up. A couple of players going on and off. Esposito. Kaluzny with a long, low shot. Kicked aside. Price with no problem there because he saw it the whole way. That puck's collected by Esposito in the high slot. Can't do anything with it. To Hunt. Kaluzny trying to get it out of the corner again. And it goes over to Kean Murray. Murray throwing it forward. Hunt now collects it again. Turned aside. Hodge with it. Passes to himself. Takes the shot. Rips it. Blocker save. Into the corner in the half boards. Deflection comes in on Price. And as that redirection had very little on it, Price just decides to finally stop play with 7:12 to go here. Bushnell Builders Limited. Trust Bushnell Builders for over 40 years of excellence in commercial and residential construction across Christchurch and Canterbury. Quality experience and dedication in every project. Bushnell.co.nz. Another stop. And boy, is Caleb Price just jamming out there. Look at it. Well, a good old time. I don't know if they could see him there, but he was head bobbing to that. The PA announcer, DJ, whoever you are, you were vibing with the goaltenders. Lucas Fontaine, the goal scorer for the Mako, holding on to it a long time there. Comes back out to the point. Shot by Oliver Berry. Oh, and that was a dangerous one as there was a potential for a big rebound, but Carey gets to it first. Kick, save, stop, and hold. And we'll get a face-off with 6:42 to go. The Mako, probably their most dangerous move there for about 8 minutes or so. So we'll take a look at the face-off over on that left side. And the Red Devils win that one. It's Nichols with it. That's passed forward. Perver's got it. He's going to gain the zone. Leaves it for Keokuk. Passed across the ice. And Dodwell can't hold on to that one. Big shot by Nichols. Dodwell behind the net. Keokuk. That pass goes out to the Mako, and they turn it around. A shot by Lucas Fontaine. And Carey holding on to that one to get another face-off. You know, if you're Lucas Fontaine, why not just keep shooting? I'm pretty sure his brother's shooting every time he can in the other game on the other side of things against the Stampede, as he's a Swarm player now. Of course, Jackson started his career with the Red Devils, moved up to university, and is now playing for the Botany Swarm. So it's good to still have a Fontaine in town. He's suited up for the Fish and has the goal so far for the road team. Again, this is the last game of the season for the Mako. Officially, Mako games do not count in the standings, so unfortunately for the Red Devils with a win yesterday, they don't get any points on the standings, but it's always a good thing. I think that hit Carey in the face, and another shot. That one's a good reminder of why we have goalie masks, because in the olden days, that's just not a good thing. But he brushes it off, and we continue play, and that's Meisternock with the puck. Pass forward to Dallimore. And that's knocked around by Sarakov. Sarakov with some fancy stick handling. Passes it forward. Goes up to Cheney for a moment. Then Barry. That's the William variety. Sent around behind the net. Sarakov trying to do something with it. He passes it. Cheney can't play that, and the Red Devils move out Esposito with the goal, or with the puck, as he moves forward behind the from out behind the goal, and they get all the way in the offensive zone, but it stalls, and they have to reset as Tappan has it in the middle third. Mako going for a change. Dallimore with it, 2-on-1 if he just hurries with Boole there, but can't get the pass to Boole as it doesn't cross the crease. Continued possession, and Ethan Esposito taking his player out. The Red Devils just, well, they've got more possession and more offensive third time, but they're having a little bit of a trouble playing tic-tac-toe at the moment. That goes to Esposito. He takes a low shot, and that's saved. Caleb Price. Well, they're still digging away at it. They refuse to give a whistle there. And Bull keeps fighting for it. Another shot. And now they get a whistle. And there is a penalty coming up on the Mako. Interesting. Let's see if we can capture that. That is a cross-check called against Sebastian Steven. Let's see if... I didn't see it anywhere, but it was... You know, the puck, everybody's just kind of holding up, but the play continues. And that looks like that's not it. So, anyway, a little too late on that one. So we'll get the face-off, and Perver's going to take that one. The coach wins the face-off. That stays in the zone. Hunt with it. Off the side netting. Perver with it. You heard me right. That's Anton Perver, head coach out there, centering that first line tonight. Sent all the way down. It is a power play for the Red Devils. Carey misplaying that a little bit, but the Red Devils looking to get something started here on the man advantage. Dodwell with it. Holds up, looks for a pass, gets it to Perver. Perver lets it get away, gets the half boards, passes it to Keo Cope. And Perver trying to drag it away and make sure it doesn't come out of the zone, but it does. And the Mako clear. They'll be looking for a couple of changes. Keo Cope off for Esposito. And that puck goes halfway through and turned back to Dodwell. Hunt's going to get it, gain the zone. Looking for Perver, but that pass doesn't go through. Minute to go on the power play. And that pass goes out, but only halfway to Willis. Willis resets here. And a good move by Esposito as he throws it forward, but he can't get in there in time to shoot it. He holds on to it, looks for the pass. Kaluzny out to the point to Willis. Willis walks it in, takes a shot, and Price gloves it and stops play. 40 seconds to go on this power play for the Red Devils. And admittedly, there's a little bit of lack of urgency. It's almost somebody needs to remind them that they're only up one goal. But at the same time, they also are trying to not make any retaliatory plays. They're doing a great job with that so far. Hopkins with a low shot. Did he get behind it? Almost. Everybody in the building just looked around like, did that almost happen? And yes, almost happened. Hopkins with a dangerous shot, and Price had to look around for it, but he did stop it. Still looking for that first goal for George Hopkins. Here's another chance. He's going to swing it outside, and it goes out of the zone. Esposito has to collect it. They reset. 20 seconds to go. You can see that there on the power play. Dallimore with it. He goes into the corner. Dallimore spins around his man, looking for an outlet pass. He gets that pass to Nichols. Nichols back pass. Dallimore holds it. Passes it to Esposito. Out to Nichols. Not quite on the tape, so he can't shoot it. Power play over. Shot and a goal. Esposito. Fantastic pass. And as the Mako are trying to get reset into a 5-on-5, they are taken advantage of by an excellent primary assist by Nichols, getting it to Esposito, and Esposito burying it. Let's see how that one breaks down here. You'll see that puck spin around and get to that far point, and when it does, there's the pass, and Esposito there to bury it. 3-1 the score in favor of the Red Devils. I guess I just need to ask for goals more often, because that's exactly what happened. And the Red Devils get reset for the last 2 minutes of the second period. The long change is almost over with in the middle stanza. And the Red Devils looking to get another goal on the board for a bit more cushion. Steven coming in on the forecheck. The Red Devils doing a great job of skating this one out. Dima Maestronach with some good moves. Had his head up just a little too long and got that poked away at the blue line. Lost sight of it. And the thievery occurred. But the Red Devils get reset. Trying to get that out of the zone. Excellent hit by Hodge on Cheney. Good to see he's not exactly gun shy yet because of his call that was overturned yesterday, or his suspension was overturned, which was good to see, especially on the video evidence and everything else that goes into that. Nice to see a review that worked out well for everybody. I think it was the right thing to do, but that's just an opinion. But glad to see it so that he gets some more ice time. That puck still stays at neutral. And two players for the Mako take each other out there. Bull trying to get through it. But that puck gets turned back for the Mako. And it's Kean Murray with it up the left side. Leaves it behind for Lewis. Lewis trying to get a pass, but that goes out. Hodge throwing a stick at it, trying to get the puck away. Keo Cope does the job and knocks it aside, but the Mako continue at neutral. Gallagher a little bit upended, and Willis is the one with the puck. 3 on the forecheck there. Keo Cope's going to get to it on the other side of the ice. That goes around and will go for an icing call with just 6 seconds on the board, which means the Mako will get a reasonable chance here to get some sort of offense should they be able to win this faceoff. We'll see who's going to take this. They're going to move it over to the right side. Well, it's an inch. Okay, so they're pulling somebody back out on the ice for a little bit of a delay. Here's the faceoff. It'll be Keo Cope. And the Red Devils are going to take a long shot. Why not with a second to go? Put it in on Price. And Price continues to boogie. I gotta love that. Yep. Dance it off, young man. Why not? That was a good second period for you mostly, as it was for everybody else. But 3-1 the score. The Red Devils kind of on pace for what they were doing yesterday, but a little bit behind. Still looking for some offense, looking to put things together. The Mako doing a better job of staying a bit more organized, especially in that second period. And a reminder, while we're at intermission, check out that other game that's going on, the other stream with the Stampede and the Swarm. The goal scorer for the Mako, Lucas Fontaine, his brother will be playing over there with Jackson, heading up the Swarm offense, among others, of course. And we will see you back here in about 10 minutes. Thanks, everybody.
Do you know why I think of good cars after every training session?
Because.
Because good cars helped me find the perfect car.
Good people, good service, good cars.
Do you know why I think of good cars after every training session?
Kia ora koutou. Welcome back, everybody, to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name's Matt Chavez. It's the third period coming up here between the Auckland Mako and the Canterbury Red Devils. Today's game will be the last of the season for the Mako as they finish up their 24 campaign. They're doing what they can do as far as trying to get a win, where the hometown Red Devils trying to finish off a good weekend and close out what is currently a 3-1 lead here in Christchurch. The special guest I was talking about earlier, he's here. Mason Reese, Red Devil.
How we doing?
How you doing?
Good, man. Good.
All right, let's put that a little bit closer to
A little bit closer. Is that a little bit?
Now everybody can hear you.
Oh, look at that.
All right. So, yeah, we're going to get back from intermission. I guess the players will be here in just a moment, but we're going to take a quick step away and let the players come out and come back in about 1 minute, and we'll talk to you about some stories.
Sounds good, man.
All right. Red Devils hockey brought to you by Beely Quarter. Accommodation, function room, plus a bustling restaurant and bar provide an unrivaled hospitality experience in Christchurch. BeelyQuarter.co.nz.
Do you know why I think of good cars after every training session?
Because.
Because good cars helped me find the perfect car.
Good people, good service, good cars.
Welcome back to the third period, everybody. The Red Devils in Mako finishing up this weekend's proceedings. We're about to get started here. Special guest Mason Reese, Red Devil, with us in the color seat, which is great for me, Mason. I get to take a little bit of a break here and ask you some questions. So thanks for taking the hot seat.
Yeah.
And as we get underway, the Mako with the puck, driving it into the corner, and Lewis with it on the fresh ice. The Mako looking to get something going, and as they pass forward, that's knocked out. Willis gets his stick lifted, but he does get it out of the zone off to Hunt. He gains the zone 3-on-3. Hunt's got it. A good chance for Esposito as it goes through the crease, but a little too close to the blocker, and it's kicked aside. Willis collects and holds on to the puck for a moment. Pass forward from Dallimore to Esposito. Esposito coming up the right side. Shot, and that's knocked aside. Price with a good one. I think that one rung his bell a little bit. And it's Chamberlain once again with the puck. And the Red Devils back out of the zone. Chamberlain looking for an outlet pass. He gets that. Poole tries to take it away from Allen, but not able to do so. Up to Esposito. He's going to gain the zone. Hold on to it. Rip one. Yes, he does, and it goes just beyond the pipe. To the right, hits the board and comes out. But a good chance for the Red Devils early on in this third. Hayward Jones, the Nash variety of Hayward Joneses, had a chance there. That shot was on the other side. We play on there as Meisternock hit the deck. Looked like it was a little stick involved, but no call there. And Meisternock gets that puck back. Dodwell now has it. All right, so Mason, as we go back and forth, well, maybe we'll interrupt as we get a couple of things. Bull with a high shot off the glass. First of all, thank you for coming up here. And second, What's it like seeing Anton put on the shirt again?
Oh, mate, it's bloody awesome, mate. It's been cool seeing him, like, from a different angle of coaching and stuff like that. But to see him put the jersey on again and just get out there for one last game with the boys is bloody awesome. Pretty gutted I'm actually missing it, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it's a good one to kind of watch, too, a tribute game like this, or sometimes called a testimonial in a way. It just kind of organically happened.
It does.
Yeah, I thought it was a great way to put everything together.
Yeah, that is cool.
So, any good memories of Anton, whether it's on the ice or off? And all I ask is you keep it clean.
Oh, that's a good question. I've grown up with Anton. Well, not grown up with, but like he's always been a present person in hockey for me as well. And I think just from seeing him go from that young fellow with the dirty ass flow when I was back in the young grades to where he is now, it's quite the journey that he's had. And he's been a positive impact on hockey for sure.
Well, you'd have to have had a positive impact in order. I think the official number was 242 games. Is that right?
Yeah, something crazy like that.
That is absolutely an astonishing mark. And for those of you that are maybe not aware of how the scheduling works, with the amount of teams and everything going on, there's only 16 games a year.
Oh, I know. It's a very short season.
So for 242 games, you can do the math with all the miss a game here and there. That's a long time in a Red Devils sweater.
I think for the past 5 years, every season's like, is this going to be your last? But like, it just keeps on trooping on.
Well, this time around, he gets promoted to the head coach position.
He does.
You said it's been interesting to see that kind of evolve.
It is.
What's it like having him in the locker room?
That's awesome. No, it spreads a lot of positivity. Obviously, there was just that line of going from player to coach, so there's a bit of a transition period. But I think he's slowly been transitioning into coaching over the past few seasons, especially like speaking up a lot and putting his 2 cents everywhere in practice and stuff like that. So I think it's been a pretty good transition for him.
And that puck continuing to be more of an offensive chance for the Red Devils, but that one goes just out of play. So another question for you, Mason. You've been playing for the Red Devils for a while. Oh, he's getting who's that down there giving you? Oh, yeah, there he is.
All the boys are laughing at me.
No, I just we can't quite get this because the play is continuing, and I don't want to take away from the game. But that sweater.
Oh, mate. Sean has a knack for style, eh? His is very interesting.
Sweater, scarf. Oh, that is just dapper today. Anyway.
It is. That's Sean Brown for you.
Yep. Sean, you got to mention on the broadcast just for your sweater. I just want that recognized for later.
Shout out to Sean for all his interesting styles.
Yeah, we continue on here. The Mako just having a hard time even getting on side here. So let's go back to over the years. Now, I've been dealing with the stream in one way or another. This is my 9th season.
Yeah.
You guys have been here even longer than that, playing together for that long.
Yeah.
How many years has it been that you know of?
That I've been playing ice hockey or with the Red Devils?
Just with Anton generally, but with the Red Devils too.
With the Red Devils. I think this is my 9th season. So yeah, I was 15 when I first started. So how old am I now? Yeah, 24 this year, so 9 years.
Wow.
Mate,
okay.
You start to feel old when you have a kid, eh?
Oh, maybe so, but you're starting to make me feel old because that's when I showed up here. And, yeah, I remember that. And just all the defensive stalwart activities that you had just over the years has been pretty interesting. Ooh, that was a hit there. Meisternock.
That was a good hit.
Just, boy, that Dima's growing into his body there, and he's just playing out of his mind, I think, for his skill level.
Oh, mate, especially the kid's only 17, I believe.
Yeah, he is.
He's doing so well.
Such a good story. Again, maybe we'll bring that to you in another time, but Dima is a talent we're looking forward to. So back to Anton. Speaking of which, he's on the puck for just a moment there. What do you miss about having him not on the ice?
I think his leadership from on the bench, not as a coach, I would say. Like, he's always very positive, picking the boys up. No matter what happens out there, he's got you, and he always has something to say.
Yeah, that does sound like Anton to me.
And I've got to give him a shout out for all his face-off wins. He'll love that.
I was going to get to that point. I mean, it's even if you go back, I want to say playoffs recently when you were in Queenstown.
Yeah.
You remember that? And I think Perver had it was over a 60% rate, if I'm not mistaken.
He would have, and he would have let you know about it. That was the number one thing Squeak would go on about is his face-off wins.
I'm sorry, who?
Oh, Squeak, Anton.
Just wanted to make sure we clarified who we were talking about, who
yes.
Squeak is.
Squeak acquired that nickname. I'm not too sure how, but it's stuck with him over the years.
And, yeah, that has been, in some cases, really missed as far as a centerman that can go out there and you can absolutely count on him winning 2/3. It makes such a big difference as far as possession.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it is tough that he's missed on the ice. It's good to see him out there today, but
it's good that he's just stuck around and just now coaching and stuff too.
Yeah, a big help to Canterbury ice hockey altogether.
Oh, for sure.
Good shot there. It was Gallagher, the gentleman that was playing for the Mako yesterday, number 7, is now 32 and on the ice for the Red Devils, gets a wrister off, and probably the most dangerous one of the third period so far outside of that first minute. Esposito collecting the puck. Gains the zone, lots of followers. Off to Hodge. He's going to get a chance.
Oh.
No, stick lifted there just at the last moment. And the Mako break out. Willis back to collect, and he gets a stick on it. Dallimore with it. Dallimore skates it out of the zone. Does a really good job of holding on to it. Absolutely dumped Esposito with it. Boy, that's a hit. If we've got that, I would love to see that again. A solid, clean hit by Esposito. Did not see which license plate he trucked there, but we'll find out on replay. And I guess thoughts about the current team right now. What are you seeing?
I see a lot of good skill, a lot of young players up and coming though, which is always good to see. I think we have been quite a young team for a while, but hopefully now we actually start to work together and build forward, and yeah, hopefully it's a bright future coming up.
Yeah, it's been a development process. I think the one that gutted me was Fontaine leaving for school. It felt like everything was kind of falling in place, and then there's some more rebuilding that had to happen. Low shot by Hunt
now you see Fontaine now, mate. He's absolutely ripping it up.
Yep. And a 2-on-2 here. Chance by Speakman to try to get a shot, but he left the puck behind.
Oh.
And Chris Hunt taking a name. Let's see, who was that? That was Cheney that hit the deck, but he's got the puck now. He's up. And the Mako looking to cut this lead in half. Hayward Jones with it, low shot. And Dodwell doesn't clear it. Looking for a pass, doesn't want to skate it out. Waits till he gets double teamed. It's taken away, and that shot by Speakman luckily goes just to the right of the pipe there. That is a dangerous situation. Another chance there for Hunt. They're behind the net. Perver digging at it now. I can't believe this will be the last time I'm saying that, but at least I know it's the last time I'm going to be saying this. Anton Perver digging it out of a corner there. The next time I'm talking about him is probably going to be either strategy or timeouts.
I'm sure he'd be surprised. Give it a couple of years, he will be itching to get back out there.
That's right. We, or we'll at least have some leagues available to him later in the evening, but that's another story.
Yeah.
All right, so it is a young team that's building. So what's the next step? Where is that evolution? Like, basically from within the locker room, what is it that you guys are trying to build to?
Winning.
Well, that's a good one.
It is a good start, isn't it?
It is.
I think it's just putting in that effort 100% of the time, and just learning how to overcome when the game does get difficult, just to carry on and push through.
Yeah, I will say I snuck into the locker room today and heard some of the meeting, which was Anton saying, pretty much don't retaliate, don't do anything silly.
Yeah.
Keep things in front of you and don't make it harder on yourself. And I think for the most part, the Red Devils have done a pretty good job of that today.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, without a doubt.
How does that translate into wins?
Less penalty minutes. Less time on the penalty kill, and yeah.
Yeah, I think you see it. You see the talent and the progression and a shot. Oh, Esposito getting one in the high slot there. Can't do anything too magical with it, but he did get a shot. Great pass there by Hodge and a stop by Price. Thoughts on the Mako? Anything you've seen with these guys in the younger side, or?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of good young talent in there. I was actually getting quite confused with Mako. Is it Auckland Mako? Is it from everywhere around the country?
Well, it is. They do draw from them, but the home team, they are considered Auckland Mako.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, and of course we've got a couple of players like we saw Jacob Wallace out there. He's out on the ice now. He is a Red Devil as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great opportunity, especially for the younger ones who may not get as much ice time with their regular teams, to get out there and actually just prove what they've got.
Yeah, I think it's a great program for the country.
Yeah. And
good development. It's paying dividends at the under 18, under 20 level.
This is what, the second year it's been around, or third?
I think it's the third or fourth, actually.
Oh, wow. Look out behind, aren't you?
It goes quickly. The other thing is that because they don't count and they're not really in the playoff race, you kind of forget about how they play.
Yeah.
But, they're playing 8 games a year, I think it is.
Yeah.
They play a home round. No, it's 10 games. They play a home round for each of the stadiums around the country. So they each regular team gets an additional 2 games.
Yeah, nice.
But
extra hockey as well,
yeah,
especially in such a short season.
100%. Bull with it. Bull takes a shot right in on Price's gear, and he gets a stop in play. 8:37 to go in this one. It's been a disciplined game, but I'll have you put your coaching hat on just for a moment. You got a 2-goal lead with 8 minutes to go. Are you going to tell your guys to be more aggressive and try and get the 3rd goal, or are you going to have them play back a little bit and try to play counteroffensive?
Well, since these games don't actually matter for points, I would just go as hard as I could to see what the boys can do. Just keep pushing, just keep going. And
so you want the 4th goal here?
Oh, 100%.
Dodwell not quite able to catch up to that one in time. Digging around, and Perver gets that out. Left for Bull, and Hayden Bull gets it to Hunt. Hunt with a deflection 2 ways in, and it comes back to Logan Willis. Good little quick move. He skates to the other end of the ice. Very unbalanced at the moment. He goes out to Hunt. Hunt was not on the point, and that has to get reset for the Red Devils. Dodwell with it for a moment. He gets knocked into the board near the Mako bench. Bull has it. Stephen,
let me shoot a question at you.
Yeah. Please.
Over the years, what would be one of your most memorable moments as a commentator?
Well, I've had a few, but I think when you guys got the traveling trophy, there's a penalty coming up here, and Willis. Oh, Willis is giving a hug to somebody over there.
Just giving him some cuddles.
Not something that we would call a fight, but they were not appreciative of one another. Who is that on the ground over there? That is that Lucas? No, so I was afraid of that. It was Sebastian Steven. He and Willis have had some conversations all weekend, which is kind of interesting as well, but we'll see how they go off. I'll answer your question just as soon as we figure out if these are matching minors, which I think they will be.
I would say they would be.
Oh, 5-5. Okay, so just a minor roughing, and they'll hold them off on the until the stoppage of play to release them. So it's a coinciding minor. So the clock, you'll have the 2 minutes on the clock there. It'll expire, but they will not come out. They start 5-on-5 at the offside dot. So to answer your question, Mason, the traveling trophy in Queenstown had to have been, where everything was kind of clinched, and that was good to see everything out on the ice. And the other one, I think, last year I traveled for the final series, which was really good. And I know we weren't a part of that, but they had me come out and do some of the work. And I got a chance to do it's kind of goofy, but the on-ice camera work for the trophy presentation.
Yeah.
So we have some of the remote cameras around the rink that bring the action occasionally, and occasionally I even mess up with them. And
we all make mistakes.
We do, some more than others, and as far as I'm concerned. But we actually got the idea. The Queenstown rink had these shoes that you strap on, or, strap the spiky steel thing so you can walk around on the ice.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you can use them, go ahead. So they gave me that, and I grabbed one of the cameras, and we walked around, and we got some great shots afterwards of everybody skating the cup around after it was over with.
Yeah, wicked.
And it was a good time to actually. I had never been that close to a championship. Way back, if you want to talk about it, I actually was a ball boy for the Phoenix Suns when they lost the finals to the Bulls in 1993 with Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, all of that. And I got to see that up close, and that was pretty neat.
It would have been a cool experience.
This was actually cooler to be down there with them that close, because I was close but not that close.
Yeah.
This time I got a chance to see the emotion, and that was really special for me.
Especially in Queenstown. It's so loud down there. Right?
Yeah, it really is. So yeah, I mean, a lot of broadcasts here, but, chance for Esposito. Oh, and a good move there. That was nothing could be done about that by Caleb Price. He was moved over to his right. Nothing he could do about it. The puck brought back.
Esposito is unreal with his hands,
He is. He's got speed, and if you give him any space, he's got a shot and can really move you on the ice.
And he's young. He's only 21.
Yeah, he's got a bright future ahead of him, and I'm really glad that we have him this year. What a great move that was. So we're going to back underway. 4-1 the score. And see, you're exactly right. You just have to be aggressive, and there it comes.
Just keep going.
So, yeah, I think those moments, along with actually coming out here, high shot over the crossbar. When I first moved here, this was the first thing that really kind of took me in and allowed me to be a part of it. So that was also that's been the biggest memory and the thing that I've enjoyed doing the Red Devils. And just like you, season 9, right?
Yeah.
So here we are.
Did you have much to do with ice hockey before you came to New Zealand?
I have watched a lot of ice hockey, but not in the interactive level. I just had done streaming before. So now we get to stream hockey games. Nice. It works out really well.
Best seats in the house as well.
They are indeed. Well, I hope everybody's been enjoying the third period here. It's been going the Red Devils' way. And we are pretty much just watching the Red Devils close this one out, which is always good to see. Esposito with another chance. He comes in hot, tries to 5-hole, and he does. Another goal. He 5-holes Price, and I think there was a penalty being called on it as well. There was an immediate whistle, though, so I just want to make sure that this goal counts before we put it on the board. Let's see if we got that here, but as that comes around, Esposito looked like he was brought down. Here it is, and he's reaching, but then nothing I can see there that's a penalty necessarily, so they're going over, and I think they're counting this. But there is a discussion over on the far board, in case that matters. And it's on the board as 5-1, so that is what we have. It is a good goal. And the Red Devils finishing this one out for another successful weekend for them. Now it's a, it's a week off, right? That's what you guys have?
Yeah.
A week off, and then Stampede here. So that'll be, that's just immense, really, to jump back in the playoff race. You guys are 6 points behind? Oh, and another goal. That's Dodwell. Here it comes. The floodgates are opening here as the Mako are, let's just say they've run their course here. And now it's just, I think they're a little out of energy at this point, if I had to say. Nothing, you can only take it so far, but I think that's the difference in age. I think it would just come in quickly for Price there in net. So, you're 6 points out from the Admirals. That would be a great way to kind of climb back in for that third spot.
Just to get back on the board and get some wins under our belt as well.
Yeah, I think that'll be the biggest thing. And I think this helps, you know, to actually have everybody come on out here and show that, oh, please score, Anton. Take a shot. No, he's going to pass it around. Everybody kind of hoping for some sort of a storybook ending here. But instead, Anton's going to come down the raise his stick and look for a change. Kaluzny back out on the ice. So momentum is king, right? Yes. And you've got it. You've got a couple of wins now.
Yeah.
And a lot of players have rested this weekend as well, which is also a good thing. And if there was ever kind of a chance to reset the season, this would be it, wouldn't it?
Come out of a couple of wins and just come out firing, and the Stampede come up to Christchurch.
Yeah, it's and I remember the last couple of years they have generally gone pretty well into at least the first two periods. It's been close.
Yes,
usually you see kind of how the game's going to go right about the end of the second period. That's really telling at that moment. Is it going to be a tight one coming down the end or not?
And that's the one that we're trying to get better at, is just that third period, just keep going, keep pushing, the same as the first and second.
Oh, it's a big hit there in the corner. We'll see if anybody's drawn in there. Garth looking like he's taking orders from the bench to not go back on that one. And Keogh Cope with a pass. There's a penalty coming up delayed against the Mako. They're going to finish a player down unless there's a goal. That goes into the corner. And Hopkins gets it. Hopkins passes to Nichols. Nichols passes. Still stays on the stick of a Red Devil. 6-on-5. And you'll see that carries out of his net at the moment. Passed forward. Nichols takes it in onside. And possession gained by the Mako. An extended offensive chance there for the Red Devils, 6-on-5. But it'll be Aiden Cheney going off for 2 minutes for the Mako. Didn't see exactly what it is. We'll see if it's called hooking. There you go. So Aiden Cheney will sit the rest of the game unless there's a goal. And Mason, first of all, I want to say, before we run off the air, because usually it happens pretty quickly, but I know there's a bit of a ceremony at the end of it, but I wanted to say thank you, first of all, for coming up for the third period. Appreciate that.
No worries,
Always good to have somebody to talk to up here. Anything that kind of comes to mind as far as the season goes, or any thoughts, any closing remarks, any... Actually, let me ask you, how's the family?
They're good. Little girl's growing far too quickly. As they do. I don't know. It just makes you feel old.
It does quickly, but...
no, it's cool. It's cool having her around here, and she's learning the game pretty quickly.
Oh, that's good.
Can point out the players and everything like that. Like last night, I was at home with her, and she's just watching the phone, pointing out different players and stuff. So, yeah, getting into ice skating slowly and see how that goes.
That's outstanding. And, well, speaking of, there's actually an Inferno game, weekend games 3 weeks from now, so you can bring her out to that. Because
nice.
Although I think you're traveling, schedule serves. Anyway, regardless of all of that, it is really good to hear about the family situation. Although it is kind of tough when you tell me that you're feeling old and I'm double your age. But regardless, that's why you put on the skates and I get to talk about it up here. I am fully retired, and it looks like Anton is going to be fully retired here in a minute. What is going on? Willis just falling over at center ice. Looks like a car crash out there, and that is going to be a penalty on... That was Lachlan Hodge. Hodge, the Rookie of the Year, for an elbow there. Let me see if I've got that one on replay. It's right here in the corner-ish. Yeah, there, and then he takes him down. So, 2 minutes for Hodge. And again, it won't really matter too much. They're going to finish 4-on-4. Mason, thank you very much for coming up here. I really appreciate it. I know you're going to jump back out of here and go see everybody afterwards, because I don't want to hold you up for the ceremony here, but we're going to broadcast that, and I really appreciate you coming up here.
I might jump back up here with you against Queenstown, because I'll be unfortunately sitting on the sidelines as well.
Oh, you want one more for them?
Yeah, I got another 2 games.
So So are you saying yes already? We're going to have you back up?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll have you do the color. That'd be fantastic. I'd love to have. It'll all be set up for you. And you heard it here first. Mason Reese doing color commentary for the first Queenstown game before he gets back out on the ice. That's awesome, dude. Really appreciate it. So
No worries.
we wrap things up here, and this concludes the Anton Perver as a player situation. Back to head coach for him. And Mason Reese, thank you. Appreciate it.
No worries,
and we'll take your headset there and let you get back down on the ice level. And we'll catch up with you a little bit later. And thanks for everybody for joining us. And again, as the Red Devils are going through here, giving some congratulations to Tim Carey with a 6-1 win. Be a little bit of a ceremony here for Mr. Perver. And what I'll do is I will cut out here for just a moment, and we will watch this after the handshakes here. There'll be a bit of a ceremony, and then we will catch up with you next time. Just to pull up the schedule here. The next time, as Mr. Reese has graciously accepted an invitation to be July 13th. You may as well be here to watch the game, as the Sky City Stampede, who lost yesterday in a shootout, currently playing over on the other channel for the NZIHL. They will be in town here in Christchurch to take on the Canterbury Red Devils. And a lot to go on with the Devils as they work to keep this season alive. Remember, 3 of the 5 teams go into the playoffs for the NZIHL, and that third spot will definitely be up for grabs for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th teams at the moment, as they're all on a it's the other 2 teams that are on the heater right now, and they're playing against each other, and they managed to almost split the points yesterday. I would expect nothing less today, but in the meantime, this one is Anton Perver's moment. We'll leave it for him. And my name is Matt Chavez. We'll catch up with you at the next game. But in the meantime, congratulations, Anton. 242 games in the league. And next time, it's back to head coaching duties for you. So take care, everybody, and we will see you next time.